is Kate Hawkins. If you are new here, if you are not new here, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about my 15 least stressful nursing job recommendations to end 2023 and to begin 2024. So if you are interested in being a not stressful nurse, stay tuned. So in today's video, we're just going to be talking about my top 15 least stressful nursing jobs that you can do. If you are tired of being stressed, which most of us nurses are, this is the video for you. Alexa, how many nurses are supposed to quit nursing in 2024?
2024, almost 700,000 nurses are projected to retire or leave the workforce, and it is estimated that 1.13 million new nurses will be needed to replace them or fill new positions.
That is a crazy amount of nurses that are about to leave nursing itself. And one of the major reasons that nurses quit is because of high stress and burnout. So these are some of the least stressful jobs that you can do. If you're tired of working your current nursing job, but you want to stay in nursing, this is the video for you. So coming in at number 1 is a postpartum nurse. When I used to work labor and delivery, some of the times we would get floated to postpartum. And I have got to say, if you are looking to retire in nursing and you want something easy, that's relaxed, and you like educating your patients, postpartum, which is after giving birth, that's the unit. It's an amazing unit to work on, honestly. And you can make up to like $140,000, just depending on your level of experience, how long you've been there. Number 2 is to be a wound care nurse. When I used to work at the hospitals, these nurses seemed to be like the happiest nurses, honestly. Their schedules weren't crazy busy. They had their number of patients usually. Sometimes they would get some admits, but every wound care nurse I've ever talked to really loved their job and was very passionate about it. And they can make around $120,000. I think wound care is something that not a lot of people love doing. Like, I don't really personally love wounds, so I think they are in high demand. And if you want something low stress and you don't mind doing wounds all day, that's an awesome opportunity and choice that you guys could have. Coming in at number 3 is a nurse educator. Nurse education is something that will never go away. You can be a nurse educator for universities, you can be a nurse educator for like clinics, offices, hospitals, the list goes on. This is a non-bedside job. I feel like nurse education, as long as you love the education part of it, you would be happy. And also nurse educators make a good amount of money, around about $105,000. And it can go up. Number 4 is to be a pre-op nurse. So I work at a surgery center. I'm an operating room nurse, but I have seen the pre-op nurses and it doesn't seem like a very stressful job. You throw in a lot of IVs all day. You ask pre-operative questions about like jewelry and when was the last time they ate or drank. You do a little bit more than that, like you give medications and there's a few other things you have to do. But from what I've seen and what I hear, it's not that stressful of a job. And they make a good amount of money, around about $103,000. Also today, the salaries that I am bringing to you, I researched and they're all based out of New Jersey. So I just want to put that little disclaimer just so you guys know. Coming in at number 5 is an informatics nurse. The informatics nurses that I have talked to, there's a few that actually left the OR to do nursing informatics. They went and got their master's degree and they love it. I think if you're good with technology, then you would actually really love being an informatics nurse. And if you guys don't know what an informatics nurse is, definitely Google it because they're better at explaining it. But you deal a lot with like electronic charting and stuff like that. So things like Epic and Cerner, you're basically mastering how to use those and helping out other nurses. So there's also a lot of education in that one. Number 6 is a vaccine nurse. During COVID and flu season, I feel like vaccine nurses, they make so much money in such like a short season. And I feel like that's such a low stressful job. But that's something, being a vaccine nurse is definitely low stress. You do the same thing maybe 100 times a day and you make good money. So a vaccine nurse around here in New Jersey could make approximately $96,000. Number 7, this may sound a little silly, but this is a nursing job and I could actually see myself doing it along with nursing injecting, but it is a laser hair removal nurse. And that is what it sounds like. You laser the hair off people. And that is literally a job. It's low stress, and you make about $90,000. So not bad. Number 8 is to be a case manager. This, I kept it in the low stress. This can definitely be a bit stressful because you're dealing with patients. You're not doing direct patient care, but you are kind of dealing with their story and their health, and you're trying to get the best treatments for them. And this you can do in a hospital, you can do this in facilities, the list goes on, but you do make about $83,000. So number 9 is an infusion nurse. And this is something I could see myself doing. And I think this is going to be more popular in 2024, just kind of vibes that I'm getting. But if you live close to a city, there's a lot of different facilities opening up, like infusion spas. And basically, like around New York City at least, there's a lot of them popping up. And you can get like banana bags if you're hungover. You can get vitamins dripped. But this is low stress. As long as you know how to put in an IV, you are golden. But here in New Jersey, you make approximately $82,000. That's your salary. Number 10 is a virtual helpline nurse. I know a few nurses that do this. They love their job. They don't have to leave their houses, and it's a lot of low stress. They basically, depending on the companies you work for, they give you prompts on what to say and what to do in different patient scenarios. And here in New Jersey, you make approximately $77,000. Number 11 is a research nurse. So this is pretty much what it sounds like. These jobs I feel like are very hard to come by. Immediately I think about like Pfizer, Johnson & Johnson. I think about big companies, maybe medical device reps. I think about that, and there's not too many jobs like that out there. However, they are low stress because you're not really in direct patient care. You're kind of just doing more of the research and the background work. And this pays approximately $76,000 per year, and this can be a remote job as well. Number 12, we have an office/clinic nurse. This is something that I feel like so many nurses do, especially where I'm from, like New Jersey area. There's so many doctor's offices that you can work at. And for me, like, I can totally see myself, like maybe if I leave the OR, I could see myself working at like a plastic surgery center or dermatology office, or just like any doctor's office, because it's low stress. You don't have to work weekends, no late nights usually. And they do make pretty decent money, but it is on the lower end. So it's about $70,000 from this one website. Number 13 is an IV team nurse. So these nurses, this job is specific for hospitals. This is definitely more on like the low stressful side. However, when you are getting called, it's usually because of a hard stick. And in the hospitals, you can be doing this job all throughout the night, or, you know, maybe you have like a lot of hard sticks and you're basically the nurse going in, and, you know, you really need great IV skills and vascular access skills, because that's when they're going to call you, is when they're struggling, and then you're supposed to get the IV or the blood sample, you know. So this is considered a low stressful job, but it can be a little tiring, I would assume. At least that's how I feel. But you would make about $65,000 here in New Jersey. I feel like that salary would be a little bit higher just because I don't know any really nurses in New Jersey making $65,000. I feel like I started as a new grad making like $80K. I just can't imagine nurses making like $65,000 anymore. But unless you're remote or something like that. So that might be a little bit more. Then we have number 14, which is a school nurse. This is something I've kind of thought about, but I feel like I would be a little bit too bored. But these nurses have amazing benefits. You're off summers, you're off winters, you're off all holidays, weekends. There's no late nights ever, and you make decent money. I feel like if you have kids, this is like a great schedule for you too. And this salary is about $61,000. And I feel like, again, this salary might be a little bit higher. I don't really know many nurses making $61K. In New Jersey, it would probably be a little bit more than that. And then number 15, the last one that is also not super common, but it is definitely low stress, is to be a cruise nurse. Can you imagine working for like Carnival or Norwegian, and you're going to travel like the world and you're on cruises and most people don't get hurt? I mean, maybe some kids get hurt, and I can just totally picture that being such a low stressful job. you get into travel and stuff like that, and you're not dealing with like terribly sick patients. Usually it's people that have like nausea, or, you know, like got a little cold, or, you know, you get hurt, sometimes bones break, stuff like that. But I can't imagine you dealing with like critical patients on a cruise. But cruise nurses make about $55,000, and that's not based out of New Jersey. That's just based off of cruise companies. But these are the top 15 low stressful nursing jobs that I recommend going into 2024. If you guys are in nursing and you're thinking about leaving nursing, which so many people keep saying this, I feel like you guys should try one of these low stressful jobs, see if it gets a little bit better. And, you know, even if you're not thinking about leaving nursing and you just want something a little bit easier, don't be afraid to try one of these jobs. It can take multiple jobs for you to find your right fit in nursing, but don't give up. And I hope you guys liked my video. If this video is interesting to you, or you liked my videos, I'm going to be making a lot more nursing content related videos. So like my videos, subscribe, comment, let me know that you like them. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next time.